Okay, ein Part mache ich noch. Wir kommen zurück zu Deadly Premonition. Ist gerade so spannend, deswegen machen wir mal noch eine Runde. Carol, hi.
Hey, Carol. Becky is dead. Diane, too. We've got Nick in custody as a suspect.
Nick didn't do it.
I know. Carol, you took a locket from Diane, didn't you? A locket with this mark on it.
I'm busy, gotta go.
Okay. Ja, mit dir haben wir ja gerade gesprochen. Ich glaube nicht, dass das viel bringt, das nochmal zu tun. Haben wir hier irgendjemanden, mit dem wir reden können? Können wir mit dir reden? Ne, ich komme da nicht hoch. Okay, dann scheinbar echt nur mit George. Ja gut, dann gehen wir wieder zu ihm. Deswegen sind wir ja auch hier.
Sorry to keep you waiting, boys.
Zack, Emily is already a goddess of the forest.
Let's forget work for a bit and drink a little, shall we?
York? Why is she here?
I just thought the more the merrier. You know, to relax and get loose. Is this a problem?
No, of course not. Pardon me, Emily, but I'm pooped. I think I'll just call it a night.
George, I just got here and you're walking out on me? I was hoping the three of us could have a drink and let out a little steam.
I'm afraid I've already had enough. And I already had a good man-to-man with York. So I'll see you guys.
I think George likes you. But he's avoiding you all at the same time.
How astute.
There's a reason?
Nothing worth going into. It's a thing of the past. Okay. He did ask me out when I first came to town. I was still in high school. But I never really considered him my type. And there's the age gap thing, too. I respect him, of course. Or I wouldn't have taken this job otherwise.
So, did you move to this town alone?
Of course not. I came with my parents.
Tell me about them then.
Sure, why not? My dad dealt in stocks in New York. He was hardly at home when I was a kid, always working. Those pieces of paper were far more important to him than I was. Which is no different now, really. I don't see much of him. My mother? Totally different story. A wonderful person that I still respect. She was always kind and understanding. Not only that, but she would always help me find my way. She could be fierce, too, scolding me if I took a wrong step. We had our battles, sure, but all in all, she was a wonderful mother.
Past tense?
Yeah, she's gone now. Cancer, just before I graduated high school. She gave this to me just before she died. I take it with me wherever I go. It's what I treasure most.
I'm sure she's very proud of you.
I had a good time tonight. Good night.
See you tomorrow.
York.
Yes.
Please, don't lie to us, okay?
I won't. Don't worry. I won't.
Okay. Dann müssen wir jetzt scheinbar zurück ins Hotel. Und wo ist mein Auto, wenn ich fragen darf? Wo ist mein Fahrzeug? Okay, dann nehmen wir halt jetzt den Streifenwagen. Cabrio bei Regen ist eh nicht so gut. Aber trotzdem, wo ist mein Auto? Normalerweise sind die Fahrzeuge, die vor den Gebäuden stehen, aus denen wir rauskommen, eigentlich immer die jeweiligen, die wir halt geholt haben. Ja, gut, vielleicht steht es auch irgendwo anders, ich habe es gerade einfach noch nicht gefunden. Ist egal, wir machen uns auf jeden Fall auf den Weg zurück zum Hotel. Und beenden Episode 2. Aber es gibt noch eine kleine Überraschung, ihr werdet gleich im Hotel sehen, wovon ich rede. Ich will jetzt natürlich noch nichts spoilern, aber es geht auf jeden Fall spannend weiter. Generell muss ich sagen, ist das Kapitel gerade ziemlich geil. Also alles schon ab der Bar jetzt mit der Jan war schon ziemlich nice. Ja, ab der Bar sage ich schon, ab der Galerie.
So, Zach, this case turned into a multiple homicide.
What kind of motives turn a criminal into a serial killer? Is it hedonistic? Ritualistic? Copycat crime? Sex-related? Cannibalistic? From the Bureau's statistics. These interesting ideas don't always really explain the real motive. They're just words. Phrases that the media uses to scare citizens. The spotlight falls on a mere 1% of all cases. Only the weird ones.
You understand all this, right, Zach? No matter how bizarre a crime may appear to be, at the root, there is always rage and personal interest. Right, Zach?
Most people simply don't kill for pleasure. But that kind of common sense never applies to our investigations. Maybe we're lucky. Or unlucky, depending on how you look at it. We end up working on those cases in that 1%.
Do you remember, Zach? The first case we handled, just after becoming a special agent?
Now let's talk about this another time. I don't feel like it right now.
Würde ich auch sagen, redet ein anderes Mal darüber, denn wir wollen weitermachen. Mit der Hauptstory.
Zach, let's go over our progress.
From what Olivia told us, and the sketchbook we found at Becky's house, Nick and Diane became our primary suspects. There were a couple of reasons for this. First, Becky gave the missing locket to Diane. Also, Nick has no alibi for when Anna and Becky were killed. We followed Nick to the art gallery, which led us, unfortunately, to our third victim. The third victim, Diane, was strung up in the entrance hall of the art gallery. Her hands were tied and a knife was sticking out of her chest. However, there was a marked difference from the previous crimes.
Do you remember what that was, Zach?
Die Tat war gerade erst geschehen.
That's right. Diane was still alive.
Ja, das war Becky doch auch.
This suggests that very little time had passed since the crime was committed. Which means the criminal was still close by. It was someone near the scene. There are two possible candidates. Nick, who was knocked out in the entrance, and one other.
Zach, who was the other person in the gallery?
Case.
That's right. Kaysen. We followed Willie, good dog, all the way to him. Kaysen's statement came out as follows. He and Diane were in a physical relationship. That was why he visited the gallery. The two were in the middle of such a meeting when Nick showed up. Diane lost her cool and shut Kaysen up in the basement. Now, what did Kaysen hear when he was locked up?
Schritte von Stiefeln.
That's it. The sound of boots passing by. Nick was wearing boots that day. Which means it was likely that Diane met with Nick in her room. Nick said he argued verbally with Diane about her playing around with men, but they eventually decided to go out drinking to make up. However, immediately after that, Nick was attacked by someone in the entrance hall and knocked unconscious. We saw the rest.
Zach, do you think that Nick is our serial killer?
Ja, wie soll ich das jetzt beurteilen? Ich meine, ich kenne das Spiel, ja, ich weiß ja, ob es stimmt oder nicht. Ich mach mal auf, ich weiß es nicht.
Me too. Usher sent in a report too. He found a large volume of red seeds in Diane's stomach. This confirms her as a victim of the Raincoat Killer. Remaining leads. There's the locket, which is in Carol's possession, the man with the tattooed back, and the upside-down peace sign. There's a lot left to answer. I hope the coffee will give us more guidance tomorrow.
Zach, what did you think about George pouring his heart out? I was surprised. It's the end of a monarchy. And he called me York instead of Agent Morgan.
Emily? What's going on? Do you know what time it is?
I'm sorry. I couldn't sleep, so I was drinking alone.
My mother was a very kind woman. She always smiled so brightly. Baked cakes and cookies every day. She'd say that I needed the sugar because I spent so much time thinking. My father was always quiet. We never talked much. He was a federal agent, just like me. And he was hardly ever at home. The only words he ever had for me were harsh ones. I had a vivid imagination, and I remember he once said this to me. There are plenty of crazy things in this world. You don't have to go dreaming them up. And it's my job to make sense out of them. One day you'll understand what I'm saying. I found out later that my father was one of the first to ever use criminal profiling to catch bad guys. And so now I'm doing exactly the same job that he did. Like father, like son.
Can I ask you something?
Shoot.
Mind if it's something personal?
Fire away.
Who's Zach?
Zach is a friend of mine.
Oh, so you do have friends.
Yeah. He's my only friend.
What kind of person is he then?
Well, I've never seen his face. But he's always with me, and we discuss everything.
When did you become friends?
A long time ago. Back when I was a child. I was 7. I woke up one morning to hear my mother crying in the living room. This wasn't normal, so I headed in to see her. My father was there pointing a gun at my mother. I was so scared. I closed my eyes, so I don't remember much more. But I do remember the words my father said to me. At times we must purge things from this world because they should not exist. Even if it means losing someone that you love. When I came back to my senses, they were both dead. He shot my mother and then killed himself.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Don't worry about it. Zach's with me. It was around that time that we became friends.
I'm here. I'm with you, he said. I'll be here always. We can get through this together. Quite aside from that terrible scene in front of me, that voice seemed to make me calmer. And here we are, working together, getting through things.
This is the first time I've ever told anyone about this. I wonder if Zach will get angry.
That's a sad story. But I don't want you to take this the wrong way, but I'm sure there was a reason for what your father did.
I know. I think maybe I became an agent to find out why he did what he did.
Oh yeah, York, I forgot to thank you.
Thank me? For what?
You saved my life. If you didn't save me at the gallery, I would have died along with Diane.
No need to thank me for that. I'm pretty useless. I couldn't save Becky. I couldn't save Diane.
What did you just say? Useless? I was never expecting to hear you say that. Huh. There might be a modest guy in you after all.
Finally, you noticed? You're a little slow, aren't you?
Maybe hopeless, but not useless.
Zach, do you think Emily got home safely?
Anyway, I think it's more serious of a situation than I thought. Do you remember? Our conversation with Emily. She's really interested in you. I think she's starting to have certain feelings for you.
If that's the case, Zach, you and I are rivals. This is a very serious situation indeed.
Well, if it comes to that, let it be a fair fight. Agreed?
Thomas! Thomas! Let me out of here! Come on, please! Just for a moment. 1 second. Hate it in here, Thomas. I think I'm going mad. I know you're there! Come on, please! Thomas! 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 Thomas!
Ich denke, man merkt, dass die Story jetzt langsam so richtig in Fahrt kommt.
Previously during the investigation.
So, you want to find out everything there is to know about Diane?
Agent York, Nick is leaving the bar.
Wait! She's still alive.
Stop right there, Nick. You're under arrest for the attempted murder of Diane Ames. Emily, hurry!
You saved my life.
No need to thank me for that. I'm pretty useless. I couldn't save Becky. I couldn't save Diane.
Und wir sind wieder in diesem weißen Raum. Episode 3, 14 Teepause. Nehmen wir mal eine von den Türen. Ob das die richtige war, das ist nicht klar. Gehen wir mal weiter. Nehmen wir mal die linke. Hier ist ein Tisch. Mit einer Karte. Okay. Vielleicht, dass es hier auch Karten gibt. Aber was zum Geier? Ist mir immer dahin, wo dieser kleine Busch steht, oder wo muss ich denn jetzt lang? Also ich folge dem jetzt einfach mal. Keine Ahnung, ob es richtig ist, aber irgendeinen Anhaltspunkt muss es ja geben und das ist das Einzige, was mir hier auffällt. Aha, tatsächlich. Wer zum Geier bist jetzt du?
Open this door. There is no turning back. You still want to enter?
Klar.
I do. It's better than staying here.
Very well then. Off you go, Mr. Look carefully, boy. At times, we must purge things from this world because they should not exist, even if it means losing someone that you love.
Mr. Morgan, do you want a refill?
Yes, thank you.
Is the coffee that good, Mr. Morgan?
Coffee is a vital, investigative tool. I know exactly what to do now. It says to hurry, and the first letter of each line is H-A-R-R-Y. Hurry to Harry. Looks like the time that he was talking about has come. Let's go pay the problematic rich boy who owns half of the town a visit. Polly, I think I'm going to go see Harry today.
Oh, really? He's a little strange, but I think he's the most trustworthy one around here. I think you'll have fun with him.
If you say so, Polly, then we probably will.
Of course! Now, give me your cup, and I'll give you some more coffee.
I'll see you later, Polly.
Mr. Morgan, what about the coffee? Don't you want a refill? Your coffee!
Okay, Leute, beim nächsten Mal geht's spannend weiter, dann besuchen wir Harry. Vielen Dank fürs Zuschauen in dem Part und bis zum nächsten Mal. Ciao.